Let's talk about stress. 2020, perfect year to be talking about stress. What we're going to talk about today is what stress is, how it affects you, and how to manage it like a champ. You live your life and you have many dynamic responsibilities. Managing these responsibilities causes stress. When it goes into the red here, that's when you start to have physical symptoms.
You start to have headaches, you start to have body pains, you start to hurt, you start to have irregularities in your eating and sleeping schedule.
So all of this culminates in you being drained of your energy. And you need energy to do all the fun, cool things that you do with your life. Our biggest chemical mechanism of stress is our good friend, cortisol. Cortisol. Cortisol is released in response to danger. So usually we're happy, healthy, building, excited. When we experience danger, boom. So when we get into a situation we don't know if we can handle, we get stressed out, which does a few things. One, it drops a bunch of sugar into your blood, makes it readily available for your muscles and all the stuff that needs energy in a snap to do stuff. The second thing it does, it shuts down your digestion and your immune system. You're shutting off your long-term protections and your long-term processes for a short-term boost of power. That is generally great when you're experiencing danger, but it's also terrible if you're in that mode all the time. You're basically trading a short-term gain for your long-term sustain. If you're subject to stress over a long period of time, so you're kind of in trouble.
Headaches, body pain, irregularities in your eating and sleeping schedule.
The other thing I wanted to talk about when it comes to stress is a process called inflammation. You all know what inflammation is. Its basic thing is painful, red, hot, and swollen. Inflammation is sort of the physical mechanism that protects your physical tissue. Very useful if you have a cut or a break or something that's instantaneously in crisis. It solves your problem quick. But again, if you have something that is a long-term situation, then you find yourself crashing and burning. You have physical pain, and that can happen in your muscles, it can happen in your bones, it can happen in your internal organs. And so you'll find that small amounts of inflammation will add up as a result of small amounts of stress that accumulate over time. So what's the solution? The managing you. So stress is all around us. And it's something that we have to get used to, accept, and manage. So when we exercise, what we do is we add stress, but we also plan it and we measure it. We have planned and measured stress. And as you might expect, planned and measured stress is way better than surprise stress. Because replace stress with any other thing, like lions. Planned and measured lions is better than surprise. So when you subject yourself to stress that you know you can handle, that you may have handled before, that is an amount that you're used to, your body actually learns how to handle it better. It learns and it adapts so that your ability to handle stress, the systems that support handling stress, circulating toxins and building resistance to damage, all those systems grow stronger and become more effective. So that's great. By choosing your stress, you effectively build your resistance to it. You have the same amount of energy. This is regular everyday life, but this is now weaker. This is weaker. Can't hurt you. You have built up your resistance to it, and so now it doesn't affect you as much. So in your total quantity of stress, when you're dealing with this and your stressometer is going If you exercise and you build yourself, what ends up happening is the same amount of stress only gets you into the orange, which means you have that much more space to deal with unexpected situations, or better yet, have the energy to do stuff that you love doing. So by choosing your stress, you gain more resistance to it. And if you're resistant to stress, that means you have less
headache, body pain,
irregularities in your eating and sleeping schedule.
means that you can exert and express more of the things that add energy to your life. And that's what I want for you. That's what I want for me. So now you have some insight on how stress in your life affects your physical body and how exercise can reduce the effect that stress has on your body so that you can live freer, more vibrant, and prosperous life. And that has been the Board of Knowledge.